We're very excited to have you guys on our team. We're excited that you've joined this company, partnered with this company. There's great stuff in store for you. And tonight's just a chance for you to get to know us a little bit, as we're what's called your national marketing directors. And that means you're what we call upline. We're your upline national marketing directors. We're leaders with the company. We started off just like you guys are starting off, but we've built our business over time into a pretty significant business. So we help you guys. We help the people that sponsored you into the business. We assist them. And yeah, we're here for you guys. You might not work directly with us all the time on a day-to-day basis, but we're always here for you. And we want to make sure that you guys know about us. And we wanted to touch base and kind of get you started tonight with some tips.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we are the kind of leaders that you can call on, and that's the way this business works. It's really a servant leadership type of business where, we don't make anything from you just signing up to be a distributor at all. So just so you know that, just because you signed on the dotted line. So we're deeply invested in helping all of our team to be successful. So, you have the people who brought you into the business, then you might have a couple more people besides that. And we're also on your team. So we want to be your support with whatever you need. And anyway, I'll go ahead and share our story a little bit, and you'll finish the story probably. But we learned about Juice Plus 20 years ago, knew nothing about nutrition. So if that's you, it's okay. And you don't have to be perfect at all to be on our team. That's for sure. We are not perfect. We love Juice Plus because it bridges that gap. It's something that we can do every day for optimal health. And we really have seen the science. I have a couple master's degrees, so that's what really got me excited in the beginning. I also got excited because it's like, oh my gosh, how come I didn't know this about fruits and vegetables, preventing disease and stuff like that? But then I started to just share. I just started sharing naturally. And all of you have your own family, your own friends, your own nucleus of people. I started to share with those people, my mom, my sister, my sister-in-law, my mother-in-law, those people, I wanted them to know right away about this whole food in a capsule. It's like, oh my gosh, we need to know about this. So they got, started right away. And then I was a high school guidance counselor. So I decided to join the business. My friend said, why don't we do this? And I thought it was just fun money. And later she said, why don't we do this? And maybe one day we'll be able to stay home with our kids. And so that's somebody calling who probably wants to join Zoom. Just tell them to join Zoom first. Mm-hmm. So this number is actually my cell phone number. So a lot of times people call the number instead of putting in Zoom first. Anyway, tip for you guys. Anyway, so I started to just share naturally, couple people a day, 5 days a week. That's what they said, share that much. And I want to encourage you guys to think of that. 2 new people a day will really keep what they call a pipeline going of people so that you're not hammering on the same people all the time. And so I would share with 2 people a day. And it's not just me talking. We only need to talk a little bit. Your excitement or what made sense to you. And that's what I want you to put in the chat. I know I'm distracting you, but one thing I want to ask you to think of and put in the chat is what got you excited about Juice Plus or what made sense to you. So that's what I want you to type while I'm still talking. It's a risk I'm taking. And so then, the second, so then I started to share what got me excited. And then I shared a cassette tape. That'll make you guys remember. Always give some kind of doctor to your person you're sharing with, or some kind of tape or audio or visual, okay? So back then we only had cassette tapes. Now we have links to YouTube. And so that's the second step, is to share an event or a video. Third step is to follow up. And they say the fortune is in the follow-up. So I would follow up and I'd say, what'd you think? And one lady in particular, she's like, I loved it, I want it. And I want to know, how do I get, mine paid for? And I said, well, I don't really know a whole lot. It was in my first 60 days. And I said, well, I think that if you get about 5 customers, that'll pay for your own product. And she's like, well, I'm getting 10. I'm like, okay, go ahead. And so she did. And she even passed me in the marketing plan. So, when people say, is it a pyramid? No, it's not. There's a very valid product, and most of our people are customers. So anyway, so she passed me in the marketing plan and everything because she was a big talker. She shared with everybody, and that's a big key for you guys. Just share. Don't worry about whether or not they're going to be receptive. Just you notice whether they're going to be receptive, then you give them that information. Okay, and so anyway, she took off and I had to learn the business from there because she was really excited. And so I got excited and we just kind of went back and forth and amened each other with what we were doing. We were buddies. And so from there, I started making hundreds of dollars a month, and I was like, oh, this is pretty cool. I got pregnant 2 years in a row as a high school guidance counselor. And so then eventually I needed to be home with the babies. So then after that, I started to learn more about the business. And I started to embrace it. And I thought, I don't want to go back to work. I did not. I mean, back then I wore high heels, pantyhose, dress clothes. I was like, oh, I do not want to go back to work. I'm loving what I'm doing, sharing Juice Plus, helping people, helping my new team members. I didn't want to go back to work at all. And Doug was thinking, well, what about those student loans for that second master's degree? And so anyway, I had to really ramp it up. And so I ended up replacing our income, which was exciting, and paying the mortgage payment, all those types of things. And it was like, oh, this is really real. And so just so you know, this can be anything you want it to be. I never knew that it was going to be a way for me to stay home with my kids and then eventually bring us lots more dreams that came true, which is Doug's part.
Yeah, well, I mean, when she started doing this, I was just going from being a classroom teacher to being an assistant principal in the public school. So I did that for a while, and then I transitioned to being a college program administrator. And during that time, I loved what I was doing. I love leadership. I love helping people. That my whole career has been based around helping other people achieve their goals, whether it was as a school band director or an assistant principal, or helping raise a student achievement or start a college program. All that stuff was all about people and their goals. But what I saw happening with Sharon's business is, she started off with this little side hustle that, to be honest with you, at first, I wasn't too thrilled. She had just finished up a second master's degree. We had student loans from it. And then all of a sudden she's talking about staying home with the kids. I was like, what are you talking about? It's like, I mean, we need the money. We were a young family. We had young kids. This is not a joke, So she kind of had that time home with the kids, because they were little. So her and her friend Julie were working together, and, she started making the car payment. And I was like, well, that's pretty cool. That makes an impact, but a car payment is not a full-time salary. So not next thing you know, but over time, she did start making the house payment. And that's where, for me, it became significant. We call that the comma club. Once you make like $1,000 a month, it's like, all right, well, this is now a cool side hustle. So she was making $1,000 a month, still doing like the mom thing at the same time. But eventually she kept growing, and I saw her becoming, she went from like just being like a mom that was sharing stuff she was excited about, like a mommy and me style thing, to like being more of a business person, and getting more organized and professional, and started like doing presentations. You don't have to worry. Nobody's going to expect stuff like that from you in the beginning. All you got to do is say, man, I found out about this way to get fruits and vegetables. It's awesome. Would you check it out? That's all you got to say. And then you kind of spread the word like that. But over time, it's kind of like you're in this community, and you learn leadership, because eventually you'll have a team member, and then maybe another team member, and you won't know what to do, and you'll ask your sponsor, hey, what do I do? And then they teach you. So it's almost like you're walking with like somebody that's helping you along as you go. And that's awesome. And I saw that happening with her. Eventually, she got promoted to national marketing director. I went to this national conference. I thought, all I knew about Juice Plus was her and a few friends were having these little parties, at the house once in a while. And she was making the house payment. And it was pretty awesome. By that time, she bought me a Mustang too, a Ford Mustang. So I was really sold. She was manipulating me at this point. So I go to this conference, and I thought it was going to be a couple hundred people or something. There's thousands of people there from all around the world. I got to meet some of the leaders from the company. I got to meet doctors, people just like you guys, all kinds of people from all walks of life, people from Slovakia, people from, like Hawaii. I met doctors and lawyers and chiropractors and moms and dads and I just couldn't believe it. So my eyes were open. My mind was kind of blown. I came home with like a new vision, and I started getting involved, right? Of course, she did all the hard work, and then I started getting involved. I admit that.
It became our business.
Yeah, at that point, I started thinking, well, this is a legit thing. I didn't really realize that, you know? So I started getting more and more involved, and the business just kept growing, and we just kept sharing this information and bringing people in to help us share this information. And before you know it, I was able to, I didn't retire like, right away, but I was able to retire earlier than expected when I was like 47 years old. And that was pretty significant because, I was coming home from work and what?
I got it.
Oh, you got it?
I'll do it.
You got it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, I was going to push that thing. And you come home from work and she's kind of still in her pajamas. And I wanted to know a little bit more about that. I was doing the 9-to-5 thing for 25 years. And all of a sudden her salary was more than mine. And it's like, how can this be? So then I started to learn more. And what I've learned, here's some bullet points. I'll share some of the stuff I love, things you may not realize. You signed up for Juice Plus. Not all of you even realize, just like I didn't know.
Or the Tower Garden. Sometimes
that's true.
They're very
and when I say
Tower Garden.
I say Juice Plus, it's the Juice Plus company, and Tower Garden is part of that.
Mm-hmm.
It took me 8 years before my eyes were open to even some of the things you're going to be learning tonight. 8 years. I didn't realize, for $52 you sign up for this business, you may not realize this is Juice Plus, the product, is the largest selling encapsulated nutraceutical product in the world. It's the most researched. There's, I think it's up to like 40 now? 41 published research studies on the efficacy of Juice Plus. Okay, so it's irrefutable what Juice Plus does. There's a lot of people out there saying, well, if you take my product, it'll do this, it'll do that. How do you know? Because like somebody says, that's not legitimate. This is actual published research. We can stand behind it. It gives me confidence. It has a food label, not a supplement label. It's actually food. It's NSF certified, which means it's pure. What's on the label is actually in the product and vice versa. And some of the stuff I love, because I get really excited about the business side of things, because that's really changed my life, is that this business, it's legit. Like I said, I'm going to skip around and leave some other stuff for her I know she's excited about. But this company has $16 billion in sales. We're approaching $1 billion a year in sales. We're in over 23 countries. And there's no quotas or territories. I don't have like a garage full of Juice Plus. There's nobody stopping by and picking up Juice Plus. I mean, the company ships it for us. There's no quotas. They're not making me sell a certain amount. Nobody's ever going to say to you, hey, Rick, you need to sell more. You got to really pull your weight. That's not the way it is. Whether you do a little or a lot, you're a blessing on this team, and the company is cool with it no matter what. It's totally up to you. But you do have the opportunity to sell in over 23 countries around the world. I mean, you have a business. I just was looking at my report the other day. Where do I have business? In the Netherlands or something? Norway. Part of my paycheck is coming from Denmark. I don't even know who's over there or who's buying it.
I've never been there.
But I know part of my paycheck is coming from there somehow. So that's pretty cool. I'm going to let you share a little bit.
Okay. Well,
I get all worked up.
Yeah, I love it. Okay. So the business is, our company is all about inspiring healthy living around the world. And so you guys are a part of that, in whatever way in which you want to. I know some of you are like Tower Garden. And there's so many people excited about the Tower Garden. The company is stable and lasting. And I like to say about the Tower Garden, I have to take a little segue. I might get a nudge, but the Tower Garden, think about it. They only are charging $51.67 base price for that first installment. They used to charge $50 just for shipping. Okay. So the first installment, they're charging $51.67. They're shipping out Tower Gardens everywhere. We had our largest month or two, for the last couple months, and they're shipping Tower Gardens to everybody, but only charging that first installment, $51.67. for this huge machine that costs $50 to even ship. Okay, so our company is very financially stable. They're very confident in what they're doing. They're very forward thinking. So they've always been on the cutting edge of what is the next thing. Juice Plus is and was the next thing. as far as what they were into, which was smoke detectors, water filters, and air filters. And they were looking at going into juicers way back when, but they went into Juice Plus, which is like one step further and so easy. Now with the Tower Garden, that's another thing. They knew that the wave of the future was to grow vertically, and it was innovative, and there would be maybe a water shortage, land shortage, things like that. So you guys are in the right place at the right time. The company is super, super smart. And part of our product is the Juice Plus product line, which is consumable. So every time somebody consumes Juice Plus, they're going to reorder every 4 months. So we have a very good reorder rate, and we're part of the wellness industry. People want to be well, you know? And so those are just a couple of things I wanted to mention. I love telling you guys there's no quotas, relax, you know, and I think Doug already got that across. And once you get to a commission position, it's permanent.
Okay, our what we do in Juice Plus, what you guys are going to be doing is very simple. This is all we do. We help people. That's all we do is we help people. We help them in 3 ways. We help them to get healthy and stay healthy. That's a huge need. Now notice how all 3 of these line up during this time in our history of the world. You know, it's pretty amazing how this is working. But we help people get healthy and stay healthy. We help people grow food with the Tower Garden. And we help people earn an extra income from home. It's that simple. That's what our focus is. You know, so the way that we build a business doing that is we just share. We share what we're excited about, just like you would share a book or a movie or a great restaurant. I was just telling Kristen down in Key West that, man, if I was in Key West, once the restaurant's open, the first place I would go is Bagatelle. I love Bagatelle. And that's a really great restaurant down there. And, you know, so I would tell anybody visiting there, you need to go to Bagatelle. Why would I do that? Because I've been there. I've experienced it. I like it, and I want you to experience what I've experienced. Well, we do the same thing with Juice Plus. You know, who do you know that you could tell about your new Tower Garden, your excitement about it? Who do you know that you could tell about the difference that fruits and vegetables is going to make in your life? You know, who would you tell about that? And who do you know that could use like some extra income? Who do you know that's hurting a little bit? Who do you know that might like an opportunity? Who's entrepreneurial? Who would you share your dreams with about your new business that you're starting? You know, those are the people that you talk to first. But, you know, we're willing to share that kind of information with anybody, and that's what we do.
Right. It's exciting. You know, the sky is the limit. There's a line to infinity of people that you can tell about Juice Plus or
Can you
Tower
say that
Garden.
one again? Because that's the best.
There's a line to infinity.
There's a line to infinity.
There really is.
Because sometimes after some people are doing this for like 2 or 3 months, they're like, I don't know, man. I just think that I talk to everybody I know. I've run out of people I know to talk to. There's nobody left. How do you think we feel? We've been doing this for 20 years.
You don't run out of people.
I just met new people just today. You know, you go on social media, you go to the grocery store, you meet people.
Yeah.
You're always meeting
friends,
people.
friends of relatives. I mean, you really don't run out of people, you know. So, you know, there's a line to infinity that you can share your excitement and not get hung up on the results. Okay. If you told somebody about the Roomba or Siri, you're not going to, you know, get hung up on the results, but you're going to see, oh, do you want to know more information? So we have a training website called thefreedomrevolution.com. We want to make sure that you know about that. Password is revolution.
And the thing is, we really want to, we have this resource. So we know what we're going to share with people. We told you kind of how you're going to share it. You're going to just share your excitement and stuff. Mm-hmm. But we have this resource for you that we want to keep pointing you back to. And you'll hear us talk about the freedom. You might as well just save this in your browser now.
Yes.
Because every time you talk to us, we're going to say the same thing. We're going to say,
we have systems.
Well, and we go to the Freedom Revolution.
Yes, that's a big resource.
And the thing is, listen, I'm a guy. You know, guys, you know how it is. If you're a guy, you know. We get something from IKEA. The first thing we do is we throw out the directions, say, what am I, an idiot? I don't need those directions. I'm going to figure it out myself. You know, I just did that with our new blender. I said, how do I make this soup in the Blend Tech? I threw the directions away. I don't know. I had to figure it out.
Oh.
So you don't want to figure this business out. There's been people doing this longer than us.
Right. Let me comment on that.
Yeah.
So you're not born or thinking you're even growing up to be a Juice Plus distributor or Tower Garden distributor, right? But we know how to help train you. And that's what's on the Freedom Revolution. That's like all these people who've been doing it for years, compiling their good information and
their
advice,
systems.
and systems. And there is a system. This is a franchise system. Just like if you went to Starbucks, they have a system. We have a system, and that's why it works. It works.
It works. And we really recommend you stick with that system. So when you go to the Freedom Revolution, you'll see there's different tabs. The Getting Started is one that you should definitely check out. Mm-hmm. What we're going to look at first is a couple of different tabs that say Compensation Plan and United States. We're assuming everybody here is on the U.S. plan. And this is one of the pictures you'll see on this page. Okay, I know there's a lot on this, so let's just don't freak out.
This is an overview.
If you're on a phone, you can zoom in. We're going to start all the way on the left. Well, let's start at the top here. It says 5 ways to create income. All right, so you're going to get paid different ways. Title rewards, and those are rewards you get as you move up these stair steps. Each time you see it on the gray line near the top underneath the person's picture. Every time you go up a stair step, there's a different title reward. It starts off with $50 and then $300, then $600, then $1,000, all the way up to, getting up to thousands and thousands of dollars. We're going to focus on just the first 3 spots. Then the next way, the next benefits we get are benefits and incentives. Okay, so we get little rewards, we get benefits, starting with like tickets to the conference, or maybe the company throws you leads, because the Tower Garden is so popular now that people are literally going to like towergarden.com and just ordering. Our company doesn't take any of the sales of anything. There's always a Juice Plus distributor that gets the sale. So when somebody just orders Juice Plus randomly on the website, they might send it to Dr. Nalani Valentine or something. They do that if you're in what's called the leads program. Another way you get paid is commissions, and we're going to explain that. And then the last way is called sales profit. Okay, and then there's bonuses. Sorry, I forgot about the bonuses. All right, so you see those kind of stacking up under the person. So when you start off as a partner, the person all the way on the left, you're just going to make sales profit on everything that you sell. And we're going to show you those numbers in just a second. Okay, so as a brand new person, you just make sales profit. So the next thing you would get to is called Partner Plus, and we're going to teach you. It's pretty simple to get the Partner Plus. Mm-hmm. And you'll see the difference really quick, why you want to get to these little promotions. If you make it to Partner Plus, you're going to get an extra $50, and you're going to get a ticket to the Juice Plus live event. But you're also going to start to get 5% commission on everything you sell. So now you get the sales profit, plus they add a commission onto it. And when you go to the next level, moving one more step to the right, now you're a qualifying sales coordinator. They're going to give you $300. They're going to give you another ticket to the Juice Plus live event. Well, maybe you already got a ticket, so now you can give it to one of your new team members or something. That's pretty cool. Maybe a spouse, whatever. Now you get 10% commission plus your sales profit, and you get a 3% performance bonus. Okay, so you see as your business grows, you start to get higher commission levels up to 15%. You start to get bonuses, and you get more and more title rewards. Does that cover it pretty well?
Yeah, I love it.
Okay, it's pretty simple. You could look at this and say, oh my gosh, it's complicated. Well, you don't need to know some of the stuff over on the right. And I realize some of you that are really excited are thinking you're going all the way to the right really quick. Let's just focus on the first 3 and get you there. And then we're going to talk about the next ones.
Okay.
Yeah?
Great.
Ready?
Yes.
All right.
Okay, so this looks confusing probably, but all of this is under thefreedomrevolution.com under compensation, password revolution. Don't forget that. This is the price and earnings guide. So for every Juice Plus product, there's a price, and the product volume for all the Juice Plus products is the same as the price. So we're gonna go to the next slide and just show you an example of the
So we're going to zoom in. So these are the numbers and the commissions and the sales profits and all that stuff for every product that we have. but let's just break it down a little simpler and just start with just the Juice Plus capsules. So let's go column by column, and Sharon, you go ahead and explain those.
So for the fruit, vegetable, and berry capsules, the product volume is $300, same as the price, or $300, same as the price, okay? And the price on installment, which we encourage everybody to do installment because the company allows that, is $75. The sales profit for all Juice Plus products is 10%. So on the fruit, vegetable, berry, 300 times 10% is $30. So they did that so it'd be super easy to figure out. Sales profit is 10%.
All right, so let's just stop right there. So we said earlier, first of all, product volume, I want to clarify, is this number that when we start talking about getting these promotions to these next levels, we're going to measure where you're at in the business in product volume. That's the volume, like how much product you have sold, basically, or even your team has sold.
Right.
So those numbers are going to keep stacking up into bigger and bigger numbers. And then when you hit a certain number, you're eligible for your promotion. And you'll notice the product volume on Juice Plus products is exactly the same as the price. That's going to be a little different on the Tower Garden, and we'll show you that later. So just remember, Juice Plus product volume is the same. The other thing I was going to point out is, notice if I am a brand new partner, like one of you guys, and I have just my own order, you made $30 on that order. But if you've moved up the marketing plan, you make your order plus these commissions over on the right. So it's kind of like we have a choice. Like when I sell a trio, like my mom just called me and said, Douglas, I need my trio. So I'm going to put her order in tonight. I'm going to make $30 sales profit, plus I'm going to make $45 commissions. So you make 30 on a trio, I'm making 75. So you understand why you want to get up to that commission level as fast as you can. Luckily, our goal is to help to get you there, and your sponsor's goal is to help to get you there.
Right.
So let's take a look at Tower Garden. You can just do right arrow. Okay.
Okay. So we wanted to keep this so you could still see the trio on the left. The Tower Garden, the product volume is 310. The price is 620. So Tower Garden is just a different animal. So you receive product volume half of what the price is. Okay. So it's about, though, the same as the trio. So you can kind of keep track of your volume knowing that they are about 300 each. Okay. So then the installment price on the trio, on the Tower Garden is $51.67. The sales profit, they decided to really ramp that up this year. That's $155 every time you sell a Tower Garden. Isn't that amazing? And so also people always are surprised. You get back your own money, when you buy things, your own orders, you get back your own Tower Garden sales profit, or your own trio sales profit, or Complete, or Omega, any of those products that we have. The commissions for the Tower Garden are 5%, 10%, and 15%, just like the other commissions. And you can see that 155 plus 4650 is going to be about $200 that you can make on a Tower Garden when you're at the 15% commission level. Okay,
one of our
commission
team members,
level is something that you get to like within about 6 months if you're fast tracking.
That's okay. It's not important.
Okay.
All right, we're going to keep rolling. All right, so this is kind of a blow-up explanation of that trio again. Just to reiterate, let's say, because the trio is the base product in Juice Plus that you should be sharing to people. The price, you'll see, is $300. And when you sell that, 10% of 300 product volume is $30 you make on that. The commissions are 5, 10, or 15%. So if you're a partner at the 0% commission level, you make $30. But once you make Partner Plus, you're going to make $45 total. When you get to QSC, now you have a 10% commission, so you make the $30 plus another $30, you make $60. And then once you make it to sales coordinator, you're going to make $30 sales profit plus 45 commissions. That's $75. Okay. That's how we make money.
Wonderful. And they're giving you an example down here when you're at the 15% commission level and you have 27 fruit, vegetable, berry, capsule preferred customers, you're making about $500 a month. Okay? All right, I think that's good for that. So the very first thing when somebody signs up, you're called a partner. All of us are called partners, but that also is the very first level in the marketing plan, and you already will receive that sales profit that we talked about, that $30 for the trio or the $155 for the Tower Garden. Okay, and then your sponsor will help you to sign up for your own virtual office and get your own juiceplus.com website, which also has with it the towergarden.com website.
And we should also make sure that once you sign up as a partner, make sure that you end up in the Team Transformers Facebook group. That's kind of like our Facebook connection point. It's a place where we post all the events that are going on and all the kind of the activities that are happening. Also, as a new partner, hopefully you got my text message from our texting service tonight. As a reminder, if you're brand new, some of you might have missed that. If you want to get on that, but you weren't included, just let me know, or any of Kelly's people, let me know. I could put you on that too. But you want to set up all your basic stuff and get your personal website up and just get to it and start sharing.
Right, and if you're on Kelly's team, you might be in Team Sim.
Yes.
Okay, so here's just an example of some of our products, and we want you to first be a product of the product. That's the best way that you can share, and when you're starting off, it's good to get everything you need. That's what I did. I got everything I needed, and I just started sharing. I even went to a Weight Watchers meeting. I knew nothing. And I brought the shake and I brought the capsules, and I got shake and capsule orders. So, once you have the products, you're able to talk about them. So we encourage you to do that. When you know a good thing, it's contagious. And so you start sharing and you get a few people on Juice Plus, and then they share with a few people and they share with a few people. So we're here today because we've just kept sharing over the last 20 years, and you build like this network of people that now are like in this community of people who love Juice Plus. People don't leave Juice Plus. They love the Juice Plus community. So, as we share the product, as we share the business, people just keep joining. And so you want to be in it for the long haul. Persistence and consistency are the key. So to get to that first Partner Plus, you want to have just 3 people. And I'll show you more details, but that will give you that $50 title reward, the free conference ticket, and that will help you to get to the 5% commission.
Well, let's clarify. When you have 3 people, what you mean is 3 customers.
I'm sorry, customers.
So we're not even talking about getting team members and stuff at this point. But of course, as you get team members, their product volume is going to count toward you. All right. So starting off, all you need is about 3 people, and that's going to get you to that Partner Plus level. Yes.
Okay, 3 customers, and really you only need 2, and there's there's some examples of that, but anyway, you just need 2 really. It says here, generate 1,000 in promotional product volume in 30 days or less from the first order ship date. Have 2 preferred customers. Tower Gardens can be included. And so sometimes people restart. The company always wants you to be successful. If you miss your little window, they let you restart. So they're saying at least one of them has to be new within the 30-day window. So that's just an allowance for you if you are restarting. So anyway, 1,000 promotional product volume. So remember, the trio was 300. The Tower Garden was 300. That's right there. That's 600. And so that would just be like what I would have. And maybe your spouse, you want a trio,
right.
And then you want your mom or your sister or your brother.
And my mom orders the trio plus the omegas plus the shake.
So
and next thing you know, it becomes 1,000 points.
Right. I mean, you tell them what you're doing, and then they will do the same probably. So we always say we take the trio, we do the shake, and recently we've added the omega. Oh, and then they see our Tower Gardens on social media, so they know we do that too. So here is an example of 2 trios and a shake at one household, shake and a duo and an omega at another household. That equals 1,200. Easy. Okay. The next is having some partners. So let's pretend those 3 people are partners. So those 3 partners, wouldn't it be awesome if they shared with 3 other partners? So anyway, you just get the gist that once you start sharing, and then if you have partners sharing, it makes it so much easier. Within 60 days, you want to get 4,000 promotional product volume. And so that is, you do your 1,000, get 3 people to do 1,000, you know, they've got their own family and friends that they might want on Juice Plus, and that's the easiest way to do it, is to get 3 partners, but you really just need 1. So when I
Right.
started 20 years ago, I got all of my volume by myself until the very end with that one lady I told you about. She got 2 orders, one for her, one for her husband. You can do that on your own, but if you have some friends that you could say, hey, come on along. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm learning every day. Come with me. This is so exciting. That's the best time to introduce the business. Say, hey, it's just $52. Let's go learn. Let's go learn all about this
Yeah.
whole food nutrition. Let's make some extra income, things like that.
I think the healthiest way to approach building your business is to have a couple of goals. Your first goal is to move toward that. Remember that slide? It said, what was it, 27 trio orders?
Yeah.
That's like a solid customer base,
Absolutely.
25 to 35 customers. A lot of us that kind of do this, we have that solid customer base of like 30, 40 customers. And then you build that over time. So you have that goal of getting customers. But then you also have a goal of along the way, you're going to find some people where the business is a good fit for them too. If you're finding that everybody that is a customer is also doing the business, that's kind of a red flag unless they're actually all doing it. It's usually like a 10-to-1 ratio, something like that. So doesn't mean you wouldn't invite
What do you
people.
mean by red flag? I'm sure they're wondering.
I would say a red flag, not an official red flag. It just in my mind, I would say, well, you might prematurely be offering the business opportunity before maybe they know what the products really are, what they do. Maybe they haven't experienced it. I just think it's a goal to grow a customer base, but also a distributor base. But you just want to offer that as 2 separate things.
Mm-hmm. So
Although sometimes, you sign up for
I
both
signed
and
up
it's
for
right
both
away.
at the same time. So red flag me now.
Red flag. It didn't work out for her.
Yeah. So, it happens. And what he's really saying is that most of the people who sign up for Juice Plus are just customers. Okay. And then 10% later become team members. 5% get it right away. So you don't want to hold back. You want to plant the seed at least. Hey, maybe you want to do this with me. Maybe they do, maybe they don't. But you can always come back and water that seed, to see whether they want to do it later. So yeah, you want to have customers and team members. So like I said earlier, you want to share some kind of information, right? And so we have a lot of videos on the Freedom Revolution. Here are some of our favorites. This one's 4 minutes. It's called Jumpstart to Better Health. And it's all about all of our products. And then we've got Jan Roberto. Hers is only 6 minutes with the complete shake. And then we have lots of trending health videos. If you press on that, this is all on the Freedom Revolution under videos. Those trending health videos, those link you to Healthy Living Revolution, which is free for anybody, the whole public to look at. It's got cookbooks. It has videos from all of our doctors talking about all different topics like bariatrics or eating disorders or vitamins versus whole foods, all kinds of different things. And
there's
then we
a section
have
of
science videos.
I'm sorry. So there's science videos too that explain some of the research we were talking about that proves that our Juice Plus is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
But there's also a section of Tower Garden videos too, which is pretty awesome. So as you learn how to share, and the Freedom Revolution teaches you how to share, and your sponsor is going to help you how to share. We also have a text. Some people are like, well, what do I send when somebody's kind of interested? We have a little text message we send that your sponsor probably has from us that they can share with you.
Mm-hmm.
It's real simple. It says something like, hey, good meeting you today. Because you've already talked to them. I recommend the fruit, vegetable, berry blends and our awesome complete shakes. Our family wouldn't do without it. It's what we use. Here's a video, check it out. I'll check back in with you tomorrow. Something like that. And then we have that in our phone, and it's really easy just to copy and paste that. And then you put something personal in the front and then paste it in, and you're good to go. But remember, this is so true. You can't say the right thing to the wrong person, but you can't say the wrong thing to the right person. Some people are just open and awesome, right? Some people are closed, and we all know that haters going to hate no matter what. So don't worry about it. So you just talk to people. Some people are open. Some people aren't. That's why we usually ask permission too. We talk to people about stuff. If I'm looking at the phone right now. If I'm talking to Rick and I'm talking to Rick about health and whatever, and it's like, all right, cool. Well, Rick, and I've told him how much we love Juice Plus. Hey, Rick, would it be okay if I send you a video to learn a little bit more about Juice Plus? If he says no, I'd say, okay, well, that's cool. Well, I'll check back sometime. Maybe there'll be another time. He might say no again. It's okay. I'm not going to go cry. Just like hopefully the server doesn't cry when I say no to the chocolate cake at the restaurant. It's nothing personal. It's just maybe Rick wasn't ready in this time. But you know what? Maybe later on they will be. We've had people that come back 5, even 10 years later. I just had a person order Juice Plus from me. I've been telling them about Juice Plus for 10 years.
Not nonstop.
Not nonstop, no. But they know.
They know.
After a while, they know.
Enough. We've
and they see
them
the
to
post.
enough events and posts.
So just say what you want to say, and let the words fall out of your mouth, whatever's natural. Don't get hung up on the verbiage you might even see on the Freedom Revolution, or like when Kristen Winters does a post and it's like, oh my gosh, she's getting a great reaction. I've found that when I take her post, probably because it has like unicorn emojis in it, but when I post it on my wall, I get crickets. So I need to be me, because my friends love Doug. They don't even know Kristen. All right. So just be yourself and let the words fall out.
Right.
Here's
and you
some
just
examples.
Want to find your place in it all, and we're here to help you with that. So, some examples to my sister, you won't believe what I just found: fruits and vegetables in a capsule, and then you just kind of gauge, does she want to know more? Mom, I found something that's really healthy. I want you to take it. It's kind of more like you are going to take it, pretty much, if it's your mom. Your friend, hey, Wendy, I think this would be good for your family. Check out this video. A friend, hey, have you heard about Juice Plus? I'm super impressed with the research. It doesn't have to be complicated. And so when we do anything, as far as events, things like that, we tell people, you could be a customer, say they want it. They've heard your excitement. They've listened to a video. You've followed up. And you can even follow up with your upline on the phone if you need to. And so we offer them options. They can absolutely be a customer. You can also sign up and get a child free with the Trio Blend or the Duo Blend. You can also share with a few people. And I like to say, if you think you might be sharing with other people, like maybe and I might even name some people, maybe your mom, your sister, your brother, your cousin, then it might, be good for you to go ahead and get paid for that. And so, plant that seed. Or maybe the people want to make a secondary stream of income, supplemental stream of income, or earn $500 more a month, Oops. Oh, here are some introductions. Okay, so with all those family orders, you could be a partner, get paid on them. When you tell others, you'll get paid too. Oh my gosh, I love what I'm doing. I'm having a blast. You should join me. And they might not say yes right away just from you saying that. That's just one little tiny conversation. Another friend, I don't know what I'm doing yet.
I like that.
But it sure is fun. Come join me. That's really where you're at right now. Hey, I'm learning a lot. Come have fun with me. Hey, you might want to do what I did and share with a few other people too. I'm earning money from home. I mean, those are attractive things. And good news is contagious. And so we want to thank you so much for being on here tonight. And we want to hear a little bit, I think, from our leaders, and they know who they are. If they are taking this business seriously and they're involved, we want them just to give a one-liner tip or two for all the new people. So Nalani, we're going to start with you. I think she's already ready to unmute. Look at her, Ben. She's ready. She's always got some words of wisdom.
Drop some wisdom.
Stay in touch with the person who invited you to take a look at this business. Stay in touch with your sponsor. I don't want to call him upline, but stay in touch every single day. Bug us. Get on Voxer if you know what Voxer is, and if you don't, ask them what it is, and just stay in touch, because you're going to be plugged in just like your phone is plugged into the wall.
Excellent.
That's excellent advice. Okay, Jules.
Hey, I think my piece of advice would be to don't forget to have fun and just live inside of your values. So now that you are a part of our community, it's a business of attraction. So you just want to appear to other people, especially on social media, that you're having fun, doing what you still love to do. But Juice Plus is now a part of that awesome life that you're already living. And I think people are more attracted to that than, you know, being that pushy salesperson that nobody wants to be. So yeah, stay inside your values.
Thank you,
Excellent.
Jules. And Karen?
I think the biggest thing for me, even coming from a sales background, is don't prejudge people. There are so many people that I thought, you know, oh my gosh, for sure they're gonna, you know, love this and they're gonna order from me, and then maybe they didn't, or it took a lot longer. And then there's a ton of people who I never thought, and we're in that May Madness action game right now, and I am totally out of my comfort zone, reaching out to people that are on my chicken list and going, oh my gosh, they're gonna give me a hard no, and they're interested. They comes back, oh my gosh, yes, send me more information, and I'm just always surprised because I didn't expect it. So never prejudge people. Always give them the opportunity to say yes or no.
Okay, wonderful. And we'll just take one more, Kelly, and we'll call it a night after Kelly. Thank you so much, Kelly.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
I'm having connection issues. Everything that, you know, Dr. Nalani, Karen, everyone that y'all shared is so good. And one thing kind of comes to my mind is my journey, just taking it one step at a time, because, you know, finish that first step. Okay, what's next? And then that next step. And I mean, that's my journey. And I think as now in leadership, just looking back on that, I was just teachable. I love how Dr. Nalani said, stay very connected to your sponsor and your upline, be buddies, and just do it one step at a time. And before you know it, there's that ripple effect of change. And I just love you guys. I'm so grateful for this call tonight.
Awesome. And we have lunch and learns every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 12. And now Saturday, for those people who are working, we heard you. We're going to be available Saturday. Same Zoom line, same password.
Hop on the lunch and learn. I know there's questions we couldn't even get to in the chat tonight, but the lunch and learn's a more relaxed, interactive atmosphere, and we'd love to have you. We'd love to have you on there. All right. So, all right, guys. Thanks so much for hopping on. Welcome to the team.
Yes,
we are just
welcome
so
to
glad
the
to have
team.
you here, and we'll see you soon.
Woohoo! Yay! You can unmute and cheer our new people on.
Yay! Woohoo! Kalila.
Thank you.
Hey, thank you, everybody.
Hi, team. Bye.
All right, guys. Good night.
Good night,
Hi,
guys.
Joanna. Bye, Nicole.
Kiara.
Bye, Sam.
Night. All righty. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, guys.
Bye.
Where did the leave button go? It disappeared. Whoa. Are you still here? No, she left. Kalila